I am not even able to share my screen. Just checking again. Yeah, I can. Mm,
Yeah, we can share this. We can see the screen now.
okay. Is it stable?
Yeah, it looks stable now. Well, I doubt. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just going off on and off for me. How about you guys? Shubham, are you able to talk? I see. I see
No,
that you
same issue
message.
for me. It's
Okay.
again same for me. It's okay,
Yes,
no
please.
worries. Let's proceed. Same issue with everyone then. So you can start, Chandresh.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's my slides. Okay. Hey everyone. So today we are sharing metrics for 25th Feb to 5th March actually. So all right. And on Twitter, we have seen 4,000 new followers. Just a very slight dip from last week. And in terms of impressions, 276k new impressions. So they are pretty stable. And however, at this point, our impression should have grown because we have a lot of retweets and likes and replies coming into our tweets. So we are hoping that in like ideal state would be in the next week when even if other metrics don't grow, but even if other metrics remains the same, new impressions grow. On Build Web3 Twitter, we have seen 41 new followers. So again, pretty stable since the last 3 weeks. And in terms of impressions, it has increased to 51k new impressions. And also for retweets, likes, and replies, the metrics are around 350. And last week they were pretty low. So one of the tweet which was related to DApp library, I think Shardex, was got a lot of traction because it had Creo 3 task attached to it. So that was a great effort by the crew, the team managing the Creo 3. So that's about Twitter. In terms of YouTube, we have 69 new followers, so a slight growth compared to last 2 weeks. In terms of views, 2300. So one of the great thing about views in the last 4 weeks is that they have been pretty stable and above 2000, which if you can notice the chart, before January we and the rise that we see was during the Q4 update and Spring's launch. So before that our views were very low. So glad that we could maintain it, and we had also uploaded one DApp library episode, and we will be, so this time we might not be uploading 0 to 1 webinar because the video recording was not it didn't get recorded properly, so there, so we are not able to upload that. And we continue to upload DApp library as and then happens. And also for, yeah, so that's about the metrics. Since okay, this is I think the missing for the last couple of weeks. It's not updated, however the metrics are updated. So what we have noted is that in this last week of 27th Feb to 5th March, India is still number one, and United States, which was number four in the Feb week 2, has come again to number 2. uh, and since it wasn't there for the Feb week 3 and Feb week 4 in the top 5, and then one new entry is Canada. So till now, at least in 2023, Canada has not been in top 5, and for the last 1 week we have Canada as number 4 for the top countries by YouTube views. On Discord, we have had 11K new members, and so other metrics I'm not aware about it. However, I think when Yash comes, Yash will be there for next week. He'll pick it up. Okay, we have we have it on the next slides. So we have messages sent has increased from 21K to 30K, and developer role, so around 500 people more picked the developer role, and communicators is 1300, again a jump of 300 from the last 1 week. On Telegram channel, we have 100 new subscribers, and on Telegram group, as we can see, there is a drop of around 1500 new members, and that happened since the last jump of which was around touching 12K new members, and a lot of them were bots and spam. So now I think not just this week, in the next couple of weeks also we'll see those members dropping out.
Yeah, so with respect to the blogs published last week, we had 9 blogs published, and yeah, so that's you can move to the next slide, Chandresh. We have an increase of again the blog page views. So there's about at least 10 to 12% increase from last week and compared to 2 weeks back. So we are right now looking at more than 40% or around 40% increase in the blog page views, the traffic. So I think the efforts we are putting in around that through many programs, targeted and even non-targeted activities. It's good to see this growth as mentioned last week. You can move to the next. So these are it's same India, US, UK, Singapore, South Korea, Germany, Canada, Philippines, Turkey, Nigeria. So these are the countries you would have heard, even in the previous week, where we are getting basically the traffic from, not just the blog pages, but also to the website in general. I think one interesting thing is Singapore, after I think 4 or 5 months is back on the list, and it's in the fourth position. So we have readers from Singapore, users from Singapore, taking a look at our blogs, probably our website. I think which is good. That's one of our I think go-to places right now. In Web3, in the absence of clarity, the regulatory clarity we have in the Western nations and other nations, right? So it's good to see that. And I think Turkey also is back, thankfully, in the top 10. The top performing blocks is something you can see in the bottom right hand corner. So they all have an increase page views, starting with the homepage, ordinal NFTs. So yeah, so yeah, I would request you all to go and check out the blog shardium.org/blog, and read and share your feedback, and also share it on other platforms, like Twitter, LinkedIn, whichever platforms you're on. So that will be much appreciated. Thanks.
You can skip this slide, Chandresh. Lavnish is said to update. Yeah. Hi everyone. So with respect to website metrics, there's a slight decline when compared to the previous week, around 15% decline. Last week we have around 75,000 traffic, and this week we have around 61,000 overall traffic. In terms of search traffic, there is no major difference. Like almost like last week also it was 14,800. This week around 14,600. So like organic search traffic is stable, but there's overall there's a slight decline. And next slide. Newsletter subscribers, last week we got around 426. So with that, till date, we have around 36,800 overall subscribers. Next slide. In terms of the share, traffic share, direct traffic leads at 46 percentage, followed by search traffic at 23 percentage, and followed by referral at 15 percentage, and the social at 14 percentage. Yeah, so the top pages, which has a traffic or like faucet, of course, the faucet pages and docs pages with respective to Spink release and node or validators. So then followed by our home page. And in terms of referral traffic, sorry, the top geos, the new addition is China. So last 2 months, China was not even in the top 10, and this week we got China at the top 5. Good to see the progress. Apart from that, rest everything is similar traffic. In terms of yeah, Liberty 2.1 metrics, as usual, like right. So currently the usual the nominal growth here. So we got on an average around 9% to 10% growth across the metrics. So moving to the next slide. Yeah, with respect to Spinks on metrics, overall we have around 45% growth rate. And so overall transaction stays at 1,50,000, which is around 58% growth rate. And in terms of accounts, it is at 53,000, again a growth rate of 47%. In terms of contract, we have 3,382, like grown at a rate of 30% overall. So great traction in things. Thanks everyone. Thanks to the community for the support here. That's all on the metric side.
Hey everyone, now we have moved on to tasks. Okay, let me add filter. So things that were completed last week include reward distribution for mission number 10 winner, and 11, 12 mission number winners are pending, and for quiz and the contests that were held on Discord, Twitter, and Reddit. Again, the reward distribution is pending and it will be completed this week. Then, logo poll was published about a small correction, and since then, with a 70% vote, the new logo was opted for, and we are all trying to use the new logo. We'll be using new logo in all our marketing collateral, branding collateral, and everywhere else. And slowly, I think we should achieve a goal where all the logos that wherever Shardeum is using, they are the new logos. The new logo files are uploaded in the public drive along with the brand guide as well, and all of them are now available for anyone to not just use the logo but also use the guide in case anyone is working with Shardium as a partner, or in case they are building a community for Shardium. And social media associate manager, the role is still open. We interviewed last week a few people, however none have been finalized. A few interviews are also happening this week, and so in case anyone is trying to apply for the role, you can still do it. Go to shardium.org/careers. Subbu.
Sorry, my apologies. With respect to Shardeum is borderless program, week 1 and 2 rewards, we announced it, right? So the rewards should be processed in a week or so. For the week 3 onwards, I'll be making an announcement today or tomorrow. Tuned towards that. The winners will be getting $25 in terms of USDT. I have the winners. I just need to, announce it. And also, I'll be checking all the submissions that we received over the last, 3 to 4 days. So we did get some. So that's I'm here to go through that. So we'll go through that. And then that is one, and the other items, just the newsletters the weekly newsletter was sent. Then the blogs, that again we are back on track, publishing more than 5 blogs per week. And today I think there is a blog that is published regarding the account abstraction, Ethereum's account abstraction. So take a look at that. And also there are a few more blogs coming about official partnerships that Shardium Foundation is having with other Web3 products and services. So you can it will the blog page will have the details in the next one week. There are quite three or four partnerships, I guess, that we will be announcing soon. So that is ongoing, and the other things are we are making some upgrades, copy changes in our website. So again, that will be an ongoing thing that won't stop. But we've also added the CTA to report bugs on its pings. On the BetaNet, we have added CTAs on different parts of the website, different pages, so people can easily report bugs. And there are a couple of new pages that we might add, and a couple of existing pages that we are working to kind of revamp it, and improvise, and because for example, the FAQ page has been, we are still yet to deploy it in the web page form. So you will see the FAQs updated in the web page form soon. So that is another thing. Yeah, the other things on these things as well. I'm working with Ram and then the others in the team. So yeah, that's it from my side for now. Thanks.
So last week, so I was working on several operational work like invoices and etc. Everything. So it was completed. Then finalized the email validation tool as well. So that also done and working on few monthly reports completed. Then another in terms of events, one side event at ETH in East Denver has been completed. Like we will get the participant details and everything from Greg tomorrow. But overall, it was a great event. We got a huge response. We were one among the sponsors with other four Web3 companies. And with respect to internet, like other meetups, still the planning and the talks are going on. So for Nigeria, we have finalized two events this month. Vietnam, Indonesia, Ghana, Kenya, and Ukraine, and even Ukraine dropped again. And one more meetup in Nigeria. I'm waiting for the dates. So hopefully, I'm aiming for 5 meetups at least outside India. So we'll check that and keep you posted on the final dates. Yes, again, like working on several pending data. So several activities with respect to meetup management was pending. due to our back-to-back meetups events with respect to BetaNet, then this Holy and everything. Now all done. So we're working with Lovenese to revamp the several datas and process here. Soon you'll get the update and majorly supporting the organizers for the meetups. And since we want to scale this up across the globe, so even the other new that we are onboarding new organizers every week and every month. So this is how we are working on this and yes, and as usual, like SEO activities going along with the agencies, we revised our targets and working upon it. And a few partnership calls, marketing partnership calls with our ecosystem partners. So these are the ongoing activities. That's all. That's all from my end.
Any questions you can drop in the comment section. We'll be able to answer that for you. Yeah, I mean there was some background noise. I think there's some issue with the, I don't know, the connectivity, probably the Discord server. So hopefully we shouldn't have it again. But if you guys find if there is an issue on the Discord server when you communicating the audio calls between yourselves, let us know if it's a common problem, so we all can look into it. Okay. How long my node can active? It's over 3 days. Is always on standby. Okay, thanks for your question. I'm just looking at the list here. Who will be the right person to answer that? So I think okay, at a high level, I just want to address this. If you are referring to why just you are on standby for such a long time and not being selected by the network as an active validator, at a high level I can tell you that there are two factors, which we all have to consider. One, betanet just got launched. The thing is, it takes a bit of time for decentralized applications, various projects that are building on Shardium to deploy their contracts and to get onto the network. So that is one. So it will take some of them time to kind of deploy that. And the other important thing is that right now we are also more focused on the network stability. There are quite a bit of bugs that has been reported, with help of community members like you, and we are working to fix them, resolve them, because basically these are test nets. We are all stress testing the network as we speak. So we just want to arrest all the bugs, and remove it, and when the mainnet goes live, we just want to be as stable as possible, right? So that's another reason actually why dApps are taking a bit of time to onboard to Shardium. They just want to wait for some more time once the network health is more stable, like how Nishal Shetty tweeted. I think we'll have more dApps, and once we have more dApps on the network, obviously the number of transactions, the number of user transactions as well, will increase radically. So, and once user transaction increases, then definitely we will need more number of validators to, help validate those transactions. Right now, the number of validators needed to validate a transaction, the requirement is very low. So that's why it's taking a bit of time. But do remember, with your help, with your patience, all these stress tests that you are helping us to do. and all the transactions that you are doing will really help us in many ways, directly, indirectly. So I know there have been questions about whether you will get rewards for deploying your for activating your validator nodes. So we can't confirm anything now, but there is some exciting news. We will be announcing them in the future once we have it. So keep supporting us, and we'll be more than happy to look into all sort of considerations, and we just ask for your patience at this time. Yeah, and any other questions? And I see Fires Fly who asked the question, still on the call. I don't know if that answered your question. If not, do let us know. Okay. Anything else? Anyone? Ram, Chandrish, we're good to go, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.